Shots per burst increased from 7 to 9.
What?
And the total damage increased the total damage per burst. Well, yeah, if they're
They
increasing
improved
bolts.
it? Oh, dude, this is the play. Oh my God. Hey, YouTube, what is going on? Fallout here, and we are about to read a TWAB live on the Twitch channel with our good friend, Cool Guy. This is the third big TWAB from Bungie. It's going to be about weapon details. Hope you enjoy. But before we get going, I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark VPN. Question, do you enjoy having your online information be both unprotected and open to being stolen? If you answered no, well then hey, you should check out Surfshark VPN. Mask your IP address and help protect against DDoS attacks. Lord knows we could all use that. And just secure your online data, man. Is there some website you want to go to that's blocked by annoying ass geo restrictions? Straight up give that the finger with Surfshark VPN. Change your VPN information and you're good to go. Being able to tinker around like that can let you very easily browse around through libraries on Netflix worldwide, or maybe even access Disney Plus if it ain't available in your country. Annoyed that some VPN companies restrict the number of devices you can use with their service? Yeah, Surfshark ain't about that life. They allow unlimited simultaneous connects for all of your devices. A lot of people working from home these days, and if you're watching me, well then you're a confirmed gamer, so protect yourself and hide your IP on platforms like Discord, because Lord knows that place is ridden with crazy people. Head down to the video description and click on my link to get taken right to Surfshark, then use my unique code to get 83% off and 3 extra months for free. Again, use my link and code both in the video description and get 83% off and 3 months free. Thank you, Surfshark. All right, back to the content. Do you want to read first, or would you like me to read first?
I'll go first.
Okay, go. Go.
This week at Bungie, we're talking weapons.
Oh, yeah.
This is it, the last of This Week at Bungie this season. It's been a blast watching Guardians splice their way through the Vex network, tackle VOG, and pile up a ton of new rewards during Season of the Spicer. We have jam-packed a lot of Destiny moments since Beyond Light debuted last fall. As we prepare to look forward next week, let's take a look back at some of the most epic Destiny moments. It's a little Taj here from Destiny 2 2021, a year of epic moments.
Is that the one that they put out on Twitter a couple days ago?
Let's see.
Is that the one with T-Rex being like, I'm in space?
Yeah, it's a minute long, so yeah.
Yeah. I want to see T.
It'll
be Katie Cat. Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, if you want to watch that, go watch it.
We're less than a week away from the big reveal showcase. No spoilers, but we have a tune-in page set up, and we'll be streaming on both Twitch and YouTube on August 24th. 7 years of Destiny have led to this moment. Join us to learn more about a new adventure unlike any you've encountered before. The pre-show is starting at 8 a.m. Pacific, and the showcase itself will kick off at 9 a.m.
And I will be live.
If you can survive the truth.
I can't wait, dude. And I will be live bright and early.
Same.
Here we go.
I'll co-stream it.
Yeah.
Next week's update is Ushing.
Ushing, unreadable. Get Cosmo on the phone. Bro, it's ushing in a new season, baby.
One more time. It's ushing in a new season and a big sandbox update to go with it. We have already covered ability tuning, armor, mod changes. Now it's time to go over the changing of the weapons. Here's the weapons feature lead, our good old friend, Chris Proctor. Good day. It's Chris again. We've got lots to talk about in Season 15, including stasis weapons, a rework of fusion rifles, and several changes intended to make weapons more relevant in the new activity and with new artifact mods. Let's kick off by clarifying some terminology, and this is going to be big.
Dude, a rework of fusion rifles? You have my attention. Continue reading.
I'm here for it. The definition of the terms. Some of the recent info on weapons we've put out has been confusing, but while I generally like to use our internal terms for concepts where possible, in some cases these require too much explanation of them externally. So here are some of the definitions. Fall off. Internally we use fall off min and fall off max, meaning the start and end. But moving forward we'll use these externally, using damage as an example, but the same logic applies to aim assist and whatnot. Damage fall off start is the distance at which damage fall off begins or stops doing the maximum damage. The damage fall off end is the distance at which fall off ends or hits the damage floor.
That is such a helpful change. I've had a lot of people come in and be like, what does fall off minimum mean? It's like, okay, what he's talking about is like the point where fall off damage begins and when fall off damage ends. So
as an example,
it's really important.
Fusion rifle with liquid coils does 49 per bolt.
Yeah.
That's the damage fall off start. It stops doing maximum damage. It has fall off. So it goes to 40 per bolt. Eventually it hits the floor. And for those high impact fusions, it's 24 damage. So no matter what, they could be 100 meters away, 3,000 meters away. If you hit them, it's always going to do 24. So that's
exactly.
The floor.
That's the floor. Okay. Continue,
projectile.
Cool guy.
We use various terms to describe these types externally, including borrowing items from other games. Oops. But I've settled on these. Hit scan. A projectile that instantly hits. This applies to most weapons of the game. Example, auto rifles, hand cannons, fusions, fully drawn bows. At
most instances, right.
Non-hit scan. It's a projectile with travel time, sometimes having physics bounces and often having explosive damage. So rocket launchers, grenade launchers, partially drawn bows, the toaster, things that have travel time.
Here, time out.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's my paragraph.
Okay, go ahead.
Shotguns. Spread angle, the cone that pellets come out in, not to be confused with one of the other types of cones. #Drew. This determines the size of the outer ring below. Destiny 2 shotguns don't have pure RNG. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Though, yes, it sure feels like it sometimes, which seems worth diving into. Yeah, I would really love to be diving into that. A shotgun shot contains 12 pellets, true, spread out across 3 rings as follows. We got the center ring, right? The inner ring, 4 wedges with 1 pellet each. Outer ring, 7 wedges with 1 pellet each. So aside from the center, which is a fixed location, each pellet is only randomized inside a defined wedge angle and inner-outer radius. That is true. If you fire a shotgun at a wall, you will notice a distinct pellet pattern, but it's how those pellets are, how they exist in each part of the pattern, which is the RNG.
Yeah. Think of a dartboard. You have the center bullseye.
Yeah, exactly.
Next section is going to have 4 wedges with pellets, and then that outer is going to have 7 wedges.
I will continue. Season 15 introduces legendary stasis weapons, and we've seen some concern about how these are intended to work, particularly in PvP. Here are a few details. Stasis power weapons are in the power slot, but all other stasis weapons are in the kinetic slot. This is to avoid overcrowding the energy slot, and so that it's reasonable to use one in match game content. Okay. The kinetic slot won't be renamed at this time. Interesting. Stasis weapons don't intrinsically do anything different from weapons of other damage types, but they are the only weapons that can roll with stasis perks. We generally intend stasis perks with slowing or freezing effects to have a kill trigger. Oh god, I'm getting nervous already. This being easy enough to trigger in PvE and fun to use, but not obnoxious to play against in PvP.
That's a key sentence.
That's a very key sentence. Now that we've addressed Quick Play's permanent 100 handling buff, we see more people using the quick swap glitch. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
The glitch uses combinations of inputs to animation cancel, allowing near instant weapon swaps. We want the handling stat to continue to have value and don't want, for example, aggressive shotguns to lose their key downside, slow swapping speed, due to an unintentional side effect of the animation system. Fixed the quick swap glitch. Ooh,
that's huge.
That's very big. I always told people I didn't want to get too big into leaning or depending on the quick swap glitch, because we've known it's been around forever. But I didn't want to lean too hard on it because I always felt that one day they would take it away.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess today's that day.
Yeah, Ophidians and things like that.
They lose their value. Yeah, that's really important that they did that. I wonder how Twitter is reacting right now. My Twitch chat is lighting up. They are lighting up right now.
I'm here for it.
Do you want to take over, or you want me to keep going?
Sure, I go.
And take it away.
Running out of primary ammo has always been
has never been.
It has never been tactically interesting. Running out of in hard PvE content, or because you were going on a tear rampage in the Crucible, was a weird and sometimes frustrating experience that we would like to not subject anyone to in the future.
Sorry,
all primary ammo weapons now have infinite ammo.
Dude, the rumor was true. Did you read it on? There was a Reddit post about that. Okay, go on. Yeah. Continue. Yeah.
Inertia override has been adjusted to account for there being no primary bricks. Drop mag's downside of reducing reserve ammo is now almost meaningless. Reworked to be plus reload speed, take away magazine size.
Well, wait a minute. If you're going to give infinite, what about Fighting Lion? That runs on primary ammo. Are you going to have unlimited Lion?
To be fair, you already have unlimited fighting lion ammo.
I mean, it's not difficult to acquire kinetic ammo, but you could sit at the back of the map and repeatedly lion people. Right?
True.
Carry on.
Compact arrow shafts upside of increasing reserve ammo. Likewise, they reworked it to plus reload, plus handling. Updated some other perks that refer to reserves in a way that's no longer accurate. See notes on Fighting Lion and Sweet Business in the exotic section below.
Okay.
Target farming trials weapons is much more efficient in Season 15.
Ooh, good.
We have some cool new perks for players to play. We wanted to put on these trials weapons. So all trials weapons available in Season 15 now have 7 perks in each column. Was 5.
Okay.
When max power levels on weapons launched, we were reissued several weapons. We know that. We saw how frustrated players were having to regrind their favorite roles since the perk pools hadn't changed.
Yeah.
Based on that, our reissue guidelines from Season 13 onwards were to replace most of those perks. Turns out that was an overcorrection, a la Exile's Curse.
Exile's Curse, yeah.
And that certain perks in the original pools had become part of the identity of a weapon, firmly planted on it. Moving forward, the guidelines for reissues will be to remove the least useful 2 to 3 perks and add 2 to 3 newer perks. They give the weapon some more options. May result in an entirely new top tier roles without removing the old ones.
Love it.
We've made some small adjustments to the weapons reissued in 3.2.1 update to move these changes in the direction of the new reissue guidelines. If you're wondering why our community managers were asking for everyone's favorite roles, now you know.
Okay. Yep.
Added 1 or 2 of the original perks to each column for the Luna weapons reissued in 3.2.1. Lectern weapons. Since these can be target farmed, we're okay with increasing the size of the perk pool in this case. Added 1 of the original perks to 1 or both columns for the Dream and City weapons, Tiger Spite, Twilight, Abide the Return. And since these can't be target farmed yet, we didn't want to increase the size of the pools by more than 1.
That's good. Do you think that they're going to bring Firing Line back to Tranquility?
Yeah, dude.
That could be huge.
Absolutely. Firing Line. There's the multi-kill clip, Loud Lullaby. There's a lot.
Oh, that's big.
Go ahead and take it away with.
I'm gonna take it away, baby. Breach grenade launchers are increasing as a pain. Oh, we were literally talking about this on stream today.
It's time.
Get Merc on the phone. Increasing as a pain point in PvP, and with the shotgun nerf, we're seeing a small increase in usage. This change aims to reduce the ease of getting big splash damage for priming or cleaning up targets. We'll watch how things change and make further adjustments in a future update if needed. Note that we're fine with how they perform in PvE, so have compensated there. Oh, that's big. Okay, reduced blast radius by 0.4 meters, e.g. max blast radius decreased from 4.55 to 4.15. Minimum blast radius decreased from 3.8 to 3.4. Reduced splash damage by 20, which reduces total damage for a direct hit from 220 to 200, meaning that you can still kill a dude with a direct shot before taking spike or proxy nades into account. Increased damage in PvE by 12% because of the above splash damage change. This results in a small overall buff to combined damage. Wither Horde is unaffected. That's big. I feel like a lot of people are going to be happy about that. The non-grenade launcher mains are going to be happy about that.
It's one of those things. They went to both sides of the game. They knew that there was an error there for them in PvE, and they buffed him. So
yeah, good call.
That's good.
That's a good call. I'll keep going for a little bit. While machine gun usage is surprisingly high, we felt that they weren't fulfilling their intended role in high difficulty content, ammo efficient, ad clear, and secondary single target sustained damage. Increased damage in PvE by 20%. That's kind of a big number.
Thunderlord meta. I'm here.
Thunderlord meta.
I'm here for it.
Scout rifles and hand cannons have felt weaker than we'd like in hard PvE content. Hell yeah, dude. Increased damage versus miners by 15%. Perfect. You need to be able to one-tap red health bar dudes in PvE with a hand cannon or a scout rifle, or they don't feel good.
So
hard
far,
agree. Good call.
So far, I'm loving all of it.
Thumbs up, dude. Why don't you take the fusion rifle part?
Okay.
I'm giddy right now.
Fusion rifles have benefited indirectly from the mid-season 14 shotgun nerf, but fusion rifle subfamilies weren't as different from each other as we wanted, and weren't all that useful in a variety of content. Very true. So we looked at all the options we had for diversifying them and ended up with these substantial changes. This isn't intended to be a global buff to fusion rifles, but we expect some of these to be better counters to other weapons than they were previously.
Okay.
Note that we also evaluated some other options which are worth a little bit of discussion. Giving the projectile travel time. We did like the idea of this behavior in Destiny 1, but on investigation, found that there are networking issues with firing rapid bursts of non-hit scan projectiles, and they didn't play as well as we wanted them to. We may look at that again in the future.
But they're not doing it now.
They're not doing it now.
Okay, gotcha.
These are the theories. These are the brainstorms.
Okay.
Burst rate of fire. This would admit touching design data and audio for every single fusion rifle that they've ever shipped, well beyond the scope of what we wanted for the change. So they also talked about increased PvE damage bonus.
Okay.
On the subfamilies to have a 15% PvE bonus. Previously, high impact was 0%. Really? Precision and adaptive were 10%. Rapid fire was 12.5%.
Okay.
So, and this is still stuff that they're not doing, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Pushed subfamilies further apart, adjusting charge time, shots fired per burst was 7 for all subfamilies, and then damage. Note that the base below means without battery packs, a charge time masterwork, or the adept charge time mod. High impacts charge slower, while still strong require more planning to use efficiently.
No, these are now the changes, right?
These are now the changes.
Yeah, these are. When did they change from? Maybe I think it's just the first paragraph of we evaluated other options but decided not to do. So now from here on, from the PvE damage buff on, these are actual changes right here.
Okay,
so they're getting a 15% PvE buff.
Good.
Yeah, across the board. Previously high impact. Okay, keep going. Yep.
Push subfamilies further apart, adjusting charge time, shots fired per burst was 7 for all subfamilies, and damage. Know that the quote base means below without battery packs, charge time masterwork, adept charge time. High impacts charge slower, and while still strong, require more planning. Base charge time increased to 1 second was 0.86.
Ooh, that's maybe gonna hurt.
That's merciless. That's
a glacioclasm, right? Isn't glacioclasm high impact?
That's
I'm pretty sure.
That's Devil's Ruin. That's Devil's Ruin. Liquid coils.
Glacioclasm is high impact. Yeah. So they're from 0.86 to 1. That's gonna hurt high impact frame a fair amount. But
that's Devil's Ruin. That's what Devil's Ruin's charge time is. Okay,
shots. Yeah, 1 full second.
Okay, shots per burst reduced from 7 to 5.
Oh man, what?
Reduce the total damage per burst. In
that's gonna hurt.
testing, we found that changing these in the open is super risky, but pre-charging around corners or otherwise in safety is very effective. With reduced shots per burst, now these are less reliant on stability, so you can stack a little bit more range.
I see.
Precisions and adaptives are close to unchanged. Base charge time unchanged. Shots per burst unchanged, still 7.
Okay.
Very slightly increased total damage per burst, which is good. That way you don't need 6 or 5.
Right.
In playtesting, we feel that these are very effective all around without stepping on the niches of high impact and rapid fires.
Can I do a quick timeout here?
Sure.
Dude, we need more. I ran up against a guy with a cracked main ingredient in PvP. Like, it was an insane roll, and he was liquefying the lobby. If we're getting a slightly total improved damage per burst, I just feel like we need more. If we're going to fundamentally change how these work, we can't have these outliers laying around it that can't be grinded for anymore. Do you know what I'm talking about?
They're currently 38 per bolt.
So what do you think they're going to get to, like 39 or 40?
Because I think the liquid coils is 40.
Got it. Right now, I'm feeling like high impacts are getting the raw end of the deal, but we shall continue.
Precisions are 39, adaptives are 38.
Okay.
So I mean, it just needs the 2 damage. You need to land a 5-bolt kill. So if they both go to 40, it's good. It's a good buff.
Okay. Continue for the rapid fire.
Rapid fires charge faster, allowing them to be used reactively against charging enemies or aggressively when pushing forward. So the base charge time decreased from 0.54 to 0.46. So it's a faster charge time.
Okay.
Shots per burst increased from 7 to 9.
What?
And the total damage increased the total damage per burst. Well, yeah, if they're
they improved it. Oh, dude, this is the play. Oh my god.
In playtesting, we found that these are very effective against shotgun rushers. The combination of them needing to be closer, having the shorter charge time work well together. If you have good enough timing, you can fire 2 bursts with a rapid fire before a high impact can even finish that first charge time.
Dude.
Okay. So honestly, I mean,
do you have a good Cartesian coordinate? because I'm gonna go farm for one right now. They're changing the number of bolts from 7 to 9.
With the increased shots per burst, these are now more reliant on stability, but with the increased damage, they're less reliant on range. So when they say increased damage per burst, they're talking about because it has 9 now, right? So that's increased damage per burst. So I don't think that they're touching, because they do 35 right now. They're doing 35.
You gotta really up that stability, hardcore.
But dude, if it has an even faster charge time, almost like think kind of like backup plan.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
You have a lot more pellet or projectiles to land within a burst. Like that's gonna be really good. Like that could be like short range meta. Really.
God in heaven, bro. Oh. What does Fallout have here in dim? What is this? Is this a rapid fire frame with under pressure, high impact reserves and stability masterwork? Interesting.
This is why we hoard, Bungie. This is why.
Fallout, why are you holding on to that fusion rifle? You're never going to use it. Really?
This is why we need...
Really?
Okay. All right, so they've adjusted several fusion rifle perks and 1 mod. So backup plan's implementation was incompatible with the fusion rifle changes. And we felt like the perk could use a rework anyway. So they removed plus 100 to charge time, adjusted charge time multiplier from 0.85 to 0.7, and now scales damages by 0.8.
Removed 100 of the charge time stat, adjusted charge time multiplier. It's a charge time multiplier now. Now scales damage by 0.8. So it'll still make your shots weaker, which I don't like about backup plan. But
dude, like if you have 9 shots in a rapid fire frame that already has a fast charge time, it's basically near instant.
True.
It's basically near instant.
Wow, we really need to do a lot of work looking at fusion rifles now. This is like big sweeping changes, dude. This is like sweeping.
It's nice because, dude, I love fusions. I know so much about them.
Yeah, we've worked hard on that. Okay, keep going.
Liquid coils and accelerated coils needed a rework for similar reasons. Both converted to scale charge time and damage instead of modifying the charge time stat. The final effect is much of the same as before, but now these are more robust. However, they won't visibly change the charge time stat in the inspection screen. So
they won't visibly change it in the inspection screen, but they're still going to work. Okay.
The Adept charge time mod felt pointless, and we felt like it would still be balanced against other mods if it didn't reduce damage. Okay. So change functionality to scale charge time directly instead of changing the charge time stat without adjusting the damage.
Huh? Changed functionality to scale charge time directly instead of changing the charge. I don't understand the difference between scale the charge time directly and the charge time stat. That doesn't make sense to me, but I like that they're not adjusting the damage.
So this is what I think. I think that mod or whatever, or liquid coils, like when they say the charge time scaler. So essentially, I think like accelerated coils, whatnot, it gave you like a set number per archetype.
Yeah.
And it brought that number down or up depending on if you had liquid or accelerated. I think so they changed the functionality to scale charge time directly to each one instead of just doing like the broad percentage. Does that make sense?
It does.
So like as an example, like some could actually be better because it took 3 frames off. So now they're making it, it's taking 2. It's going to take 2 instead. That's what I think it means.
Fair enough.
They're doing a direct scaler to each archetype instead of just having the broad percentage of a perk.
Dude, do you know what I just thought of?
What?
Isn't null composure a rapid fire frame?
It is.
Oh, doesn't it come with heating up?
It comes with heating up, and it comes with
and high impact reserves.
Yeah, or reservoir.
Oh my god.
Note on the charge time masterwork, a fusion's damage is determined by its charge time stat, similar to how most other weapons' damage is determined by the rate of fire. Masterworks can only increase weapon stats for performance reasons, so it's not possible to change how charge time maps onto damage without big scales to how the charge time stat works. We investigated doing this by making the Masterwork a perk, but this would cause fusion rifles to exceed the perk budget, resulting in bad things happening. With the fusion rifle rework, we feel that this Masterwork is more viable. It now rarely reduces bolts to kill, so
It rarely reduces bolts.
Yeah, because honestly, when I get a charge time masterwork, it's never.
Yeah, it's never. No, you don't put any effort into it, because the more you up the charge time, you're essentially hurting. You're hurting the gun.
So it now rarely reduces bolts to kill.
Okay, well, we'll be the judge of that, but yeah.
We'll be watching to see how this plays out and some of the options to address in the future if it's still needed. They adjusted the fusion rifle stat order so it matches other weapons. Stability and handling were out of order. This is a big change to fusion rifles, including all exotic fusions, so we'll be watching for new major issues and we'll make tweaks as needed. That's a good change for fusion rifles, man.
Yeah, that's good.
Because, I mean, for the longest time, I thought, like, really all they needed to do was make those precisions and adaptives hit 40. They needed to hit 40 per bolt. But not only did they do that, they're also all the downfalls of fusions, such as the charge time masterworks and accelerated coils. It's making it not hurt the fusion.
That's very, very interesting. I feel like high impact got hurt badly with this change, really badly. Meanwhile, rapid fire frame, dude, they got to be grinning from ear to ear. Like, I'm gonna literally warm up the null composure, no joke, to bring into PvP. What is happening? God.
And well, dude, hey, straight up, like.
Oh God. Yeah, sorry. Go on.
We'll let you take it, but like.
Oh God.
Kickstart doesn't look that bad now. I was worried because the knee slide nerf, but
yeah, maybe.
If that comes on a rapid fire frame, dude, you're doing more damage with 9 projectiles.
I feel like you don't even need it on a rapid fire frame, but we gotta move on here. I'm looking at this picture. It's haunting me. Like, we gotta read about it. Okay, here we go. The Anarchy grenade launcher has been dominant for years now. We were ignoring the season with the sweet grenade launcher artifact mods, of course, being near mandatory for certain raid bosses, combined with double slug shotguns, as well as excelling as a solo weapon for ad clears in some encounters. We like that it's a great choice for hard solo content, do you? And trapping enemy spawns choke points, but don't want it to remain part of a dominant tactic for boss damage. And particularly don't want it to be great for boss damage and ad clears in a single encounter. With this change, we expect it to remain strong, but without being borderline usable as a primary weapon. Okay, reduced total reserve and magazine ammunition from 26 to 16. Reduced damage by 30% versus bosses. Champions are not bosses. Okay. Let's look on the bright side. At least they didn't fundamentally change how the weapon works. At least it's not like, if you switch off the Anarchy, the prongs disappear or whatever. 30% is...
Dude, it's still goated.
It's fairly, at least they're not hurting you can still use it for champions, meaning that, like, yeah, it's still good for taking to a GM Nightfall. The 30 on bosses may hurt. I still think it's going to be good though.
So
I still think it's going to be good because you can change to another weapon, right?
Yeah, there's still going to be like nice end game combinations. I mean, the Anarchy was just nice because you stick them and start hitting them with a sniper or whatever. It's just going to change.
I think that could have gone way worse.
It could have.
I think it could have gone way worse.
Now, the 16 rounds, that's kind of rough, to be honest with you.
What if you put on double... but then you wouldn't get, like, a sniper resist or concussive dampener. Okay, fair enough. We'll see what happens.
Not the best all-around forever option.
Yeah.
Which is what they wanted to get away from.
Exactly. Xenophage was already top-notch, so it didn't need to benefit from the global machine gun buff. It does benefit from the damage per bullet buff to machine guns, but now has slower rate of fire to compensate, resulting in slightly lower damage per second, but higher burst damage and sustained damage, since it is now more ammo efficient. Reduced rate of fire from 120 RPM to 90 RPM receives less of the machine gun PvE damage buff. Oof. I don't know if that was called for. Do you think that was called for? What do you think?
So, I mean, essentially, rate of fire, it went from Igneous Hammer to Adored, like as far as your fire rate, right?
Yeah.
So, it's shooting slower, but they said that it's going to have a little bit better... It's going to have slowly lower damage per second, but higher chunk damage, burst damage. I mean, and that's okay.
Okay, well.
It's just a change. I mean, let's be real here. You can thump out those rounds.
You can thump them out. It's still going to be okay. I just don't know if that was... I don't know if that was called for. Oh, here we go. Can we get Cammy on the phone here? Fighting Lion has always been fun, but not dominant in PvE. So we weren't worried about the impact infinite ammo would have there. However, enabling fast, unlimited grenade spamming was too much in PvP based on internal playtesting. So we've addressed that specific case without significantly impacting the feel in PvE. Fighting Lion reserve ammo increased from a lot to infinite. Receives the same changes as other breach grenade launchers. Reduced base reload stat to 0. Breach grenade launchers with 0 reload stat reload very, very slowly. Now increases reload speed to its previous level on damaging multiple enemies with 1 grenade. We'll be keeping an eye on this, but believe it's in a good place with this change. And note that we're not going to over-nerf Unexotic with its own subreddit. Does it really have its own subreddit? Does it really? You shouldn't be manually reloading Fighting Lion anyway. Cammy's like, true. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. You wanna take this one?
Sure. The Vex. We were cautious about tuning this when it launched, knowing that shipping a dominant weapon that has an incredibly low ownership would break the Crucible, and aimed for, quote, balanced, but kind of erring on the side that not letting it ship out too strong. However, it fell short of being balanced. Ownership is much higher now, and we wanted to be a strong desire as a reward for the Vault of Glass. Yeah. PvE damage bonus increased by 40%. Good. Range stat increased to be near best in class for all high-impact auto rifles.
Ooh.
They increased the stability stat. They reworked the catalyst to grant stability and damage after a kill.
Holy crap.
Increased the rate of fire from 360 to 390. Reduced linear fusion rifle mode charge time from 820 to 530. Same as a standard linear fusion, and it no longer loses overcharge stacks when you stow it, except when in
linear fusion rifle mode, yeah.
Good.
Wow, that's a big change.
So the catalyst itself, after you get kills, you get better stability. Wow. So what they did was they increased the stability stat base.
Yeah.
They reworked it to grant stability and damage after a kill. So I would assume that's a rampage.
Something like that, yeah.
I mean,
I wonder how much that's going to affect the time to kill.
Dude, D1 had crowd control on it, right? It had rampage on it.
That's big. And the rate of fire going up, that already also improves the time to kill. That's a big change.
Best in class max range. They increased the stability stat, reworked the catalyst to grant stability and essentially rampage, at least that's what it sounds like. Faster fire rate, more damage in PvE, faster charge time in linear fusion.
Wow.
You don't lose the stacks when you stow it, so it's not like Terabah or anything like that.
Yeah. Dude,
so it's going to be on the screen.
I am so glad that I not only have the gun, but I have the exotic catalyst too. Hey, now would be a good time, Twitch chat, to know that on youtube.com/FalloutPlays, I have a full guide on how to earn the exotic catalyst for the Vex Mythoclast.
And honestly, from what I've seen so far, to everyone listening and watching, I would get that catalyst done.
Immediately. It'd
be one of those, like on paper, it looks good. It'd be one of those, you don't want to be within your season getting this done.
Yeah, get it done now. That's really big. Hey, your favorite. Keep it going.
I had a 49-0 Merciless game once.
You make me sick.
Almost had a 50-0 game. It was with Merciless. We had to touch on this anyway because the fusion rifle changes, and figured if we're in there, we might as well make a buff that we've been thinking about. Updated the perk to account for newer shots per burst, so it should build up charge rate as the same amount as the burst before. Reduce the damage penalty for increasing charge rate by 40%.
Whoa.
So it's going to do more damage.
Oh, wow. That's going to be even more meta for PvE?
Updated. Okay. They updated. It's accounting for the fewer shots per burst. So, that's right. It's getting 5. It's nerfed to 5.
Oh, right. Because they're changing the number of bolts. Mm-hmm.
So it should build up charge rate at the same amount. So it's going to have 5. It's still going to have kill clip on it when you get a kill and reload, but they reduced as you keep going faster and faster, it's not losing its damage. The toaster, because of how the change because of how the change time stat works with the fusion rifle changes, we made a charge. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
We made a small change to avoid breaking this weapon. In playtesting, it makes almost no difference, but if I didn't mention it, someone would notice.
Of course.
They reduced the charge time from 0.8 to 0.78.
Boo!
0.04 faster.
Yeah. Literally unplayable.
Slightly reduced damage per shot.
But it'll probably be able to one-shot still. They're not going to make Jotun not be able to one-shot. Yeah. I was sorry. I was containing my giggling by reading ahead.
The Bastion feels very strong with shotguns less dominant, so we've preemptively adjusting in the Crucible. It's also super low use in PvE. We're buffing it there too. Reduced damage by 15%. Now cannot quite kill a Guardian with one shot in the 3 burst that it fires. But let's be real here, dude. Like, when a Bastion's on you, you're done.
You're done. Yep.
I mean, well, you might be able to survive it to actually get your shotgun off or whatever it is. So they increased the spread angle by 10%, so it's blooming out more. Increased PvE damage by 25%. So overall, around a 10% increase in PvE. And remember, it has built-in stopping champions. I don't know if that's enough.
Give me an F in the chat for Merc, our good friend Mercules, the Bastion nerf. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain at all about Bastion getting nerfed. So I'm not gonna complain at all.
It's going to bloom more. It does less damage in the Crucible.
Yeah, but yay for more PvE damage. Actually Bastion kind of hits really hard in PvE.
It's not bad. It's really not.
It with 25%. That's like a free rampage times 2.
But they did take away the bleed through, correct? It can't do that anymore.
No idea.
I think they did. I think that they did. Sweet Business's perk of refilling the magazine when picking up a primary ammo brick no longer works in a world without primary ammo, so it's been adjusted. Right. Now refills magazine on picking up special and heavy ammo instead of primary.
Okay, that's fair.
Firing line. Dude, all right, I'll take firing line and then you go from there.
Okay, sounds good.
We like the idea of this perk. It was just giving away a bit too much damage for almost free. Reduce the damage bonus to plus 20% precision damage for all supported weapon archetypes was highly viable depending on the weapon type. Will roll on some snipers, linear fusions, and machine guns, maybe some other stuff in the future. Dude, we were just talking about that earlier in the stream.
Yeah.
So I think it was 25% before.
I think it was 25 before. 20 is still very good.
It's still very good.
That's
and
very
it is.
Good.
It is free damage. But it's one of those things a lot of people don't have, like that nice triple tap, high impact reserved, or 4 times the charm, rapid fire frame sniper. This is something you can always gravitate to. A part of any LFG or GM for something at a distance to get damage with your fire.
And Vorpal is 15, right? Isn't Vorpal 15? I'll look it up right now. I'm pretty sure Vorpal is 15, but that would mean that technically firing line would be more powerful than Vorpal.
Firing line has very specific
activation criteria, whereas Vorpal is like, do whatever you want. Like, as long as you're hitting the guy, you'll be fine.
But it's ultimately a little bit better in the end, because if you have Vorpal, you can put on like a boss spec, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have to be with your team. But with something like firing line, you can also put on a boss spec and just keep getting that damage.
Yeah, 15. Okay. It's 15. Vorpal is 15.
Yeah.
So firing line is the play. Cool.
I'm glad it's coming back. I really am. It's a good perk.
Me too.
Not the best, not the greatest, but it puts work.
But not bad.
Certain damage perks, only affected impact damage on explosive weapons. We've updated these specific perks to also increase detonation damage, kill clip, rampage, adrenaline junkie.
I see. Because when you shoot so if you have a weapon with explosive payload or timed payload and you shoot a guy, there's 2 damage numbers, right? Damage number 1 is the impact number, meaning the bullet hitting the guy. And the second damage number is the explosive damage number. And kill clip would only affect the smaller impact number. So they're updating it. That's a good change.
That's a good change.
Explosive payload is already a top tier perk on a hand cannon for PvP. That just kind of made it better. If you have a roll with kill clip payload on it or something,
All right,
here we go. Oh, good. I'll read the lame stuff. Weapon VFX, I can talk, were all custom and some didn't meet our desired cool factor. So we've rebuilt these to speed up the process of adding new weapons or updating old ones while updating the visuals at the same time. Updated all grenade launcher and rocket launcher VFX. Oh yeah. Legendary fusion and linear fusion rifles now have distinct damage type charge VFX. So you might be able to know what type of fusion rifle the guy around the corner has based on the noise. Yeah, based on the pre-charge. Interesting. We're devoting a lot of energy to the Witch Queen, and there are a ton of things changing in a few weeks, so we want to see how things shake out before deciding on further tuning. Fair. We'll be watching Season 15 launch closely and are ready to make some small adjustments as needed in the first half of the season. The more distant future, but still before the Witch Queen. Linear fusion rifles and caster frame swords are still not where we want them to be, so expect a few tweaks. We're also looking at underused or underpowered exotics, and we'll be taking a pass at some of them, including, oh boy, please don't tweak the Arbalist. Come on, guys, don't.
Bro, we're in a great spot now.
Come on, man, it's like a teeter-totter. Didn't they have to tone down Arbalist a couple months ago because it was too annoying?
Dude, like...
Okay, look, here we go. How about we use it for PvE? Can we do that? Can we do more RB fun factor for PvE? Please don't touch it for PvP.
Anytime a dungeon comes up, dude, anytime a dungeon or a special...
Just leave it alone. Don't be touching Arbalist. Just for PvE only, please. I'm literally begging you. Just don't touch Arbalist. Okay.
Hey, I like the malfeasance buff. That's great.
Suros regime, cryosthesia, the malfeasance, that could be interesting, and more. If you have issues with spamming high rate of fire semiotic weapons as fast as possible, we've got something in the works for you. Oh boy. Priming a target and quickly swapping for a cleanup is easier than we'd like. So true. And we're looking at options for building towards faster swap speeds. We've got a step at hitting both of these points coming. Witch Queen and beyond. We've talked previously about wanting legendary weapons to have more identity based on their source and expect to ship a new system for this in or close to the Witch Queen. In Season 15, we tweaked exotic primary weapons to generate ammo quicker through ammo finder mods, and we have another change planned to make them more enticing in hard PvE content. That's all we got for our weapon changes for now. We're looking forward to seeing how the PvP and PvE meta shape up once you all have your hands on them next week. Chris Proctor. God love that guy. Love him.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Moving on, cool guy. Read away.
Guns.
Oh, yeah.
Was that a play on boats from How I Met Your Mother? Anyway,
we're
we're still holding a lot of details on Season of the Redacted close to our chest, including the new Season 15 arsenal you'll start to discover next week. We don't want to show off some... we do want to show off some things of the other weapons you're going to be earning next season. So next season's ritual quest weapons is a rocket launcher with the explosive light perk. As in this custom...
Explosive light perk.
You'll receive a new quest to earn this weapon, and then go to Gambit, Crucible, Vanguard, and get the weapon theme ornaments as well through additional quests to customize the look. So there it is.
That's the weapon perk from the Wendigo, meaning if you pick up an orb of light, that you get more damage.
Yeah.
So you can beef that bad boy out depending on how hard it hits already.
Put on the Godslayer warheads.
Yeah, true. True.
More damage. We're adding 3 weapons as post-game rewards for completing Vanguard strikes, Gambit, and Crucible matches. These will drop randomly after completing these activities with random rolls. Here's a sneak peek. So we have, I think, an auto rifle,
for sure, sidearm, scout rifle, and a sidearm.
And a scout. That looks like a silenced scout.
Dude, that scout rifle looks wild. I love the design. I really do love that design.
Pretty sweet, dude.
The auto rifle can fuck off. We've had plenty of designs with that stupid. Whatever. We've had enough of you. That scout rifle looks hot.
It very well might be like one of those PDX like reworks from D1. It looks like one of those Suros weapons. That's a Fool's Remedy full auto sidearm.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh God. Why did I immediately ruined my own hype, dude. Okay. Look at the weapons. Look at the weapons. The sidearm. Where do you get the sidearm from? Which activity?
Vanguard.
Okay, what activity do you get the red auto rifle from?
The Scout's Gambit.
I know. The Scout is Gambit. Of course it is, bro.
This is a good one.
Damn it.
We have plans to freshen up the loot pool for the Prophecy Dungeon. We've seen a lot of feedback to bringing forward weapons the original rework from Trials of the Nine, and thought that adding these to the 9-themed dungeon was a great fit. These weapons have been upgraded with random rolls, and certain ones will drop from specific counters in the Prophecy dungeon. All the Trials of the Nine weapons, the shotgun, sidearm, all of them, pulse rifle, sniper, they're back.
Good call, dude. These are great. I actually really enjoyed a lot of. I actually loved the sniper and the auto rifle from the OG Trials of the Nine. That's kind of cool. They're bringing those back. I know a lot of people would be like, recycled content, bro. But like, yeah,
bro,
whatever.
Bro. I
mean, yeah, whatever. I get that. I get it. Recycled content, boo. But like more weapons to use in current meta, yay.
All right.
So I'm down, dude. I'm down.
Take us home.
I'll take you home, baby. On top of all these weapons, we are also updating the world pool with some fresh drops. Here are new weapons you can expect to start seeing pop up in the wild. Oh, okay.
That's
yeah. What is that gun?
Isn't that the 4-burst new Monarchy? Is that the Haka? I
think it is, yeah. I think I deleted mine. I can't remember.
You haven't seen a 4-burst?
So it's been a while.
Blast Furnace.
It's been a while, yeah. That's the, what is that Orbit scout rifle? The Dead Orbit scout rifle. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. And then, yeah, I can't remember what some of these are called. What's that hand cannon?
That's the Manet.
This is the Black Scorpion, right? Is it the Black Scorpion?
No, that's not the Black Scorpion.
No. Am I confusing with something else?
It's either the Annual Skate or the Manet.
I think the auto rifle is the Scathe Lock. I think my Twitch chat is correct.
Yeah, that might be the Scathe Lock.
Oh, is the Black Widow? The Black Widow, that might be it.
That's the Vice.
Wait a minute, is that the Minuet 42? Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love that gun. Let me look that up on Light Touch.
It's either like.
No, I don't think it is the Minuet because that has kind of a different design on the side. I'm not sure. Maybe it is. I don't know. It could be.
Yeah, you're right. That might be just a regular pulse, not the.
Where up here?
Yeah, no, the new Monarchy one.
Oh, I thought that was a 4-burst.
I thought it was. Maybe not.
Like the
legal
Einstein,
action.
Right?
3-burst.
The legal action. Oh, it's a 3-burst. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Interesting. Hey, man, more weapons. I like it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay,
Never a bad thing.
Yeah. At Bungie, it's our mission to build worlds that inspire friendship, but we also realize the fortunate position we find ourselves in, and we believe in the power, compassion, and generosity of our community to amplify our efforts to reduce distress and suffering in the world. We believe that games can be a powerful force for good, and we believe it is our responsibility to use our voice and to support your desire to help those in need. The Bungo Foundation mission is to put those beliefs to work. We are a people-focused organization that builds and empowers our community to improve the health and well-being of children, uplift the rights of all individuals and communities, and provide aid in times of crisis. We act as the charitable giving arm of Bungie in order to express our company's values outwardly to the world around us, and we have developed strategic programs and partnerships in order to accomplish our mission. Our partners in disaster relief, Direct Relief, and Team Rubicon are doing profound and meaningful work around the globe to provide direct aid, agility, and expertise in response to the numerous humanitarian crises our world is facing, including the Haiti earthquake and global impacts of climate change and COVID-19. We invite you to jump into action with us to develop a fund that will both support their efforts as well as help us build a pool of reserves that can be leveraged to support future humanitarian needs strategically and rapidly. Between now and September 1st, like what is that, 20 days? Something like that? Yeah. Under 20, something? At 11:59 p.m., we have a few exciting opportunities to help those in need around the world, along with some incredible incentives to thank you for doing so. So they're doing another, that's actually kind of a dope emblem. I like that one, dude.
Oh, dude, that Shaxx.
That's tight.
Gotta get that. I'll be
25 bones. What's the... I like it, dude.
Gives City hope, Guardian.
I love it.
Pretty sweet.
Interesting. That's kind of an interesting emblem. I kind of like the other one a little bit better, but still cool. The old Bungo Store initiative, for sure. Yep. All purchases made through the Bungie Foundation through the month of August will support the humanitarian aid, will support the disaster relief fund. Gotcha. Okay, very cool. If you want to learn more about the charity stuff with the Bungie Foundation, you can go ahead and check that on the TWAB. Moving on down to the Bungie artist, the Season of the Splicer winds down. We wanted to take a quick look back at some of the amazing art created for it. We've lined up several of the artists who worked on the Season of the Splicer to showcase their work. Make sure you click their names and check all that art they get for purchase.
Yeah.
It was a pretty beautiful season.
Dude, Bungie has some of the best environmental artists.
Yeah, they got the best in the business there. Pretty good stuff. All right, we got the player report crap. The player support team. If you have, any reports, you can add them to the old known issues list. Anything here important?
Yeah.
Update 3.3.0. You want to talk about the? Oh, we'll talk about it here.
It's the crossplay names.
The what?
Just a reminder to everyone. I did it today. Like it took me that long. The display name of the first platform that players log in with to play SC2 beginning at 10 a.m. on August 24th will become the player's Bungie name.
You got to make sure that that you're on top of that. Yeah. And remember, on Tuesday, August 24th, we got maintenance. So which is going to start at what? 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. You'll get removed from activities. And they're also doing the whatchamacallit, the showcase that day. So that'll be a damn big day. And then they're expecting maintenance to conclude. Oh, wait, hold on. You'll be able to log back in at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And then eventually D2 maintenance will conclude while we'll be able to play the game. And don't take off on Tuesday. Don't take off. The servers are going to get dicked over. Take off. If you want to take off work for playing Season 15, take off Wednesday, man. Take off Wednesday. Don't take off Tuesday. You're not going to have any time. All right, claim your rewards. Cool, yeah, claim all your rewards, bro. Get that stuff. Do that. You turn in all your Vanguard tokens, cool guy?
If I had any.
I have like 900 that I have to turn in.
Do it, bro.
So many. Oh, right, the crossplay names. Okay, yeah. Crossplay will go live early. How come they still haven't released the name of the season, bro? This is crazy.
I do have something to talk about.
You do? Okay.
As part of known issues, because, I mean, that's one of the first things I was thinking about, because remember they teased the champion mods, Linear Fusions was one of them?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The Arbalist Linear Fusion will not work with anti-champion mods in Season of the Redacted. In a future update, Anti-Bearer will be added as an intrinsic perk for the weapon.
Oh.
Dude.
Intrinsic perk for the weapon?
It's going to have anti-barrier and destruction ring built in.
Wait, where is that? Hold on.
Dude, there's a little nugget right there, dude.
Yeah, the Arbalist Exotic Linear Fusion will not work with anti-champion. Wow. Guaranteed anti-barrier? Okay, I can get behind that. I can get behind
really
that, yeah.
Good. That's really good.
That's not bad, yeah. Not bad. This is all the known issues. Gotcha. Okay, movie night. I can't wait to watch whatever the hell that hot mess is. This looks great. Destiny. We recreated the Lion King in D2. Oh, good lord. Okay, and artist of the week.
GG's.
I like that. Okay, we got 1 of 2 here. Turn that off. Well, that's kind of tight. That's beautiful, man. We got talented people in the community. You know what I'm talking about?
All right. Last paragraph. You got it.
I got it, baby. Good Mithrax, by the way. He's riding a digital surfboard. 5 more sleeps until the reveal. You're more than welcome to join us for the main party on our channels, but if you have a community that you like watching reveals with, wink wink, co-streaming is allowed for the event. Oh, I'm so glad they allowed that. We've been hyping this up, but at the same time, we don't want to overhype. Oh boy. Let's just say that you should expect at least 1 video and someone talking about someone? Okay, come on, who is it? Someone talking. You know what? I'm putting money on Datto. Okay, I'll keep reading. I've said too much. Listen, we are excited and hope you enjoy what we've been cooking up. See you next Tuesday. I was told by multiple people that Datto was streaming the other day, and he and Danielle seemed unnaturally giddy, which is what I was told. I do not have any insider info. Dead ass. Huh. Can we bring him back to do the paper meme? Can we bring him back to do the paper meme? Oh, what if they would never do this, but what if it was like, hey, welcome back for a guest spot, Deej? Wouldn't that be kind of funny? They would never do that. Yeah.
I think I'm thinking collectively here. Everything on top.
Obama. Oh, dude, it might be Obama.
the scavenger perk changes, the ability changes. There's some mod changes, total rework of fusion rifles. There's a lot. There's a lot to look forward to. It's going to bring subclasses up. It's going to bring weapons up.
Yeah.
And of course, it's everything that's going to be within this new season. So whatever the new activity is that we always get, those new weapons, those new perks that they've talked about, bringing back old weapons. I mean,
it's kind of a big twab, dude.
It's collectively, it's big. It's sandbox changing, like everything. Like the game's going to be changed, like how we play it, which is good. I'm always down for that.
Well, cool guy. Once again, I really appreciate you joining me for another TWAB raid. I think the people are liking it, dude. I think we have good conversation. I'm digging the vibe. So thank you very much.
I love it, man. I love talking Destiny with you.
Hell yeah, dude. YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the banter between me and Cool Guy. We do a live read of the TWAB, or at least I do a live read of the TWAB every week on my Twitch channel. Be sure to check me out there if you're not following already. Side note, quick reminder, next week, I'm really sorry about this in the Twitch chat right now. There will be no TWAB waiting room next week. I am so sorry. There's going to be 2 weeks of no TWAB waiting room. I really am sorry about that. I'm going on vacation to Alaska for 10 days, but there's going to be YouTube content uploaded to the channel when I'm gone. Don't worry about it. We are going to party like crazy when I am back. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in Season 15.